Derby County are among a range of championship clubs making a bid for Koki Saito from Lamel at the moment. Now, Koki Saito had a spell at QPR last season where he was a huge part of their team, which had a fairly decent championship campaign. He can play anywhere across the front three, centre forward, left wing as a number 10, a second striker, or on the right hand side. And at just 24 years old, he could be joining Derby County. Now, this is a massive deal. The player is rated within the £5 million region, and Derby County are one of the clubs waiting for a decision to be made on where he could potentially be playing. Now, it doesn't state here whether it be a permanent transfer or a bid in regards to a loan move, but it does state that Derby County are within that offer, and it could be very interesting to see how this one does end up. Now, if you have not done so already, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell. But let's take a full look into Koki Saito right now. Koki Saito is 24 years old. Obviously, he is Japanese and he's contracted to Lamel in the Challenge Pro League, where his contract expires in 2027. Now, this could be a massive move for Derby County as they look to secure talent on that left-hand side, which is exactly what Derby County need. Now, obviously, in terms of bringing this player in, it isn't going to be a cheap one. He's valued at around £4 million as per that of Transfer Market, but according to Mike McGrath, he is rated between £5 million by the Belgian side. Now, it will be interesting to see what decision is made by Lamel over the course of the next few weeks, but obviously, he's had a fairly decent career so far. 195 games, 28 goals and 20 assists across the course of his career so far, with 3 yellows, 1 red, 11,554 minutes played. Most of those minutes have been played across the course of the left wing position, where he's made 72 appearances, scoring 13 goals, collecting 10 assists. Now, obviously, the versatility of Saito is the most important thing. Being able to play on the left, being able to play on the right, and being able to play through the middle is hugely important for Derby County, who are lacking numbers in that number 10, that number 7 position, and also the number 11 position. And this is a massive move for Derby County, who, if they are able to seal the deal on this transfer, whether it be a loan or a permanent move, it pushes them in the right direction. Now, for me, I know a lot of people are going to look at this, are going to look at the price tag and sort of go, well, Derby County are spending a lot of money this summer, and I'm not going to turn around and say that we aren't, but this is what Derby County need to do. We let go of 11-12 players in the summer. We've bought in about 10 or 11 so far, and the moves that we're making at the moment are certainly going to improve us in the long term. You look at a signing of Lewis Travis, you look at someone like Max Johnston, and now you look at someone like Koki Saito, and they're all 3 players who improve this Derby County squad no end, in my opinion, and there's room to grow for all 3 of them. Lewis Travis, obviously, just 27, 28 years old. You've got Max Johnston, who's just turned 21, and obviously you've now got Koki Saito, who has just turned 24. Now, it's going to be interesting to see what the plan is for Derby County over the course of these next few months. A player like Saito, who has played at a range of different clubs, 32 appearances for Lamel, 6 goals, 3 assists, 42 games for QPR, 3 goals, 2 assists, 10 goals and 10 assists in 54 for Sparta Rotterdam, and 9 goals and 5 assists in 67 at Yokohama FC in Japan. A very good set of teams for me, and for me, I think that he's moving certainly in the right direction if Derby County can get this deal done. I know it's a difficult move to get done, but it's one which I think could push Derby County in the right direction. Now, if we look at his international history, he's played at every age group since under 16s, where he made his debut back in 2017. He made his senior debut back in July of 2024, and he has since made 3 appearances for the senior national team. He's also scored 2 goals for the senior team as well. Actually, that is a lie. That is for Japan's under 23s. And his value is currently at the highest it has ever been for Lamel as they look to potentially move the man on. Now, for me, I think this is a very good move. I think it's a brilliant gamble for any championship club to make. And if Derby County put that money in, I think it's a smart one. I think it's one which obviously, looking at Derby County's history in that sort of left wing position, we only really have Corey Blackett-Taylor right now. And I think adding in someone like Koki Saito is certainly a move which pushes Derby County in the right direction. Now, is he that sort of creative attacking force that guarantees you goals and assists? Obviously, I don't believe so right now. But is he a player who can be built into that? I certainly do believe so. And I think with Derby County and the way they're looking at the moment, it's going to be massive to get this deal done. And hopefully, I think if Derby County do get it done, I think we could find ourselves in a great position moving forward. It's obviously not one which is going to be cheap. It's not one which is going to be cheap. It's not one which is going to get done quickly, especially if you look at the likes of the clubs that are interested. You look at QPR, you look at Birmingham City, both teams who have a little bit of cash to spend. When you obviously look at Derby County's situation, it probably are in better positions, but we are going to have to wait and see sort of how that progresses over the course of the next few weeks. I think it's a very, very good move for Derby and one which makes total sense. Now, the player is worth £5 million. Will it be a loan or will it be a permanent? For me, I don't think a loan deal makes sense. I think Derby County need to be looking a little bit more long term. It's one of the reasons why I want us to bring in Max Johnston or Alfie Gilchrist, so that we've got players in those positions long term, not players who are going to essentially have to move on in the next few years because of their age. But obviously, this is a stopgap. This is a moment where Derby County are trying to make the right calls, and I think this bid could be the one at play. Now, Derby County, Dutch club FC Twente, QPR and Birmingham are all among the clubs bidding for the Japanese midfielder. But where will he play for Derby County? Will he be a central midfielder? Will he be a number 10? Will he play on that left-hand side? We're obviously going to have to wait and see. Obviously, QPR do sort of have the benefit of that relationship from last season, but ultimately we do know that QPR's manager has moved on across the course of the summer transfer window, which puts them in a position where maybe that relationship isn't as strong as it may have once been. Now, it is going to be interesting to see what does end up happening over the course of the next few weeks, but this could be a deal for Derby County which certainly goes in the right direction for their future. Obviously, at the moment, we've spent a fair chunk of money on the likes of Patrick Agyemang, bringing in someone like Ryan Brewster. You look at the money we're putting out for someone like Carlton Morris, the offers in for Lewis Travis and even Max Johnston, and this is just another offer on the table. Now, you can obviously let me know your thoughts down in the comments. If you have not done so already, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. Let me know your thoughts on this one down in the comments. If you have not done so already, make sure you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. I am going to be live on Saturday morning before I head off to Derby County versus Coventry, so make sure you are here. Be here or don't, it will be going live. So let me know your thoughts down below. I'll catch you in the next one.